Hello everyone, my name is Grayson and welcome to episode 4 of this tutorial series of Against the Storm. So let's get back into it. We are waiting on the beavers to finish their quest of having a resolve of, I think it needs to be, what is it actually? 22, so we're well above that. So we should be able to finish that up no problem. Meanwhile, we're working on building some of our industry buildings. We only have a few builders right now. We're building up some pathways, building up a farm. We're harvesting some grain, it looks like, which will be great. We can turn that into beer. We can turn that into flour. We can turn the flour into like biscuits, which everybody likes. Biscuits, and biscuits. Yeah. Okay, so we've finished we're going to get new orders. Let me finish this one. Okay, so let's pause that, undo the favoritism here. And let's go in and select this. So what we're going to get for this quest reward is 20 amber, which is a pretty good amount of money, plus 2 to berry production, and plus 2 to roots production. Now the root production is going to be great because we've been harvesting a lot of roots, and we're going to keep finding roots most likely throughout the game. So from now on, when they harvest a root like this, they'll get 1 root, plus 2 roots, and then a 20% chance of an herb. So that's really, really cool. So this is no longer 19 roots. This is now 57 roots, which is awesome. We're clearing out some space around the hearth so we can build housing and all sorts of other good stuff. We've got empty farms right now. We need to wait. There's no reason to assign them to it during clearance for the first time because there's nothing to work on yet. Where's my other woodcutter? That one's up there. This one's, aha, right, we're working on down through to the dangerous glade to see what we can find. Oh, we need to pick new orders for the queen. So the queen wants us to have ale and a tavern. Now, I think we already have a quest. No, we have a quest for a brewery. And that one rewards us with the tavern. So maybe we should take this one because it kind of feeds automatically into the previous one. Now we're really hinging pretty heavily on actually getting the brewery here at this point. So hopefully we actually find that blueprint. But sometimes you can find blueprints from traders as well. We also need to satisfy jerky, pies, and skewers for a while. Cut through the forest to discover 3 glades. And complete a dangerous or forbidden event. It's a ranch. 30 tools is really good. But we're not going to be working on jerky and skewers. Pack of provisions. I think I might do this one. Glades and dangerous event. Because we're actually going to work on that very shortly. As soon as we get into here, we can work on one of those. We have another blueprint. No brewery yet. No brewery. Now, let's see. This would produce coal, which is not bad because it can turn our lumber into coal, which is a more efficient fuel source. Coal is also useful in other recipes. Now, there's also the trapper's camp. Now, I think we really want that one because there's a ton of meat available on this map. So let's pick the trapper's camp. Yeah, look at all there's so many meat nodes around here. Let's just slap it right here. It's a great spot, actually. You can harvest all of those. Well, hopefully we find a brewery or else we're just not completing some of these quests. Maybe the next trader will give us one. What are we waiting on here? No planks in the global storage. You guys are working hard in there, though. Let's tell them to deliver as soon as they can here so we can actually get some work going on that. And again, we don't have access to a more efficient bricks recipe. I don't think, at least. No, it doesn't look like it. So let's slap somebody in here briefly. Just work on a few bricks. Now we're almost to the storm. So this is about the point where we would want to put a couple of humans, literally humans, into this farm over here so they can start, what is it, plowing the field, Let's see if we have any extra people to spare. You can hold Alt, by the way. I'm holding Alt to see where all the people are. So the makeshift post has 2 people in it. I don't think this needs to be... Actually, I think... Oh, no, we are actually kind of getting a little low on food. Again, we don't have a mill. No, we do. We're making a press. So we can make flour now. And then we haven't built the bakery yet. So once we build the bakery, we can use the flour in the pies. Okay, so let's put that just like right here. I am a little low on people right now. Let's take somebody out of this and put them into here. And just leave the one builder up and running. And definitely need more people. You can see I have all these empty buildings that don't have anyone working, and I'm building a 3rd one. He's just slowly collecting different resources, picking up the eggs. Really should have them focus on the roots, though, because the eggs can also be collected by this camp here. Harpy's resolve is low, very low, actually. So we're getting a -12. So they cannot reach this last tree. So we're going to have you chop down that tree so we can fit the building there. We'll probably wait till drizzle to open this up because it'll be a little, could be something dangerous that we need to deal with right away, and I'll be busy with this problem right now. How close is our next trader? 7 minutes away. So they're going to leave us soon, so I'm going to have to shuffle the treatment around a little bit to keep them from leaving. Let me pause for a second. Somebody is using planks in a recipe, I think. Oh, it's you. Oh my gosh, I never turned these off. I don't want you making those things. I just want the packs of crops. That was dumb. I accidentally left that on. Okay, that should fix that problem. Alright, so it's about time to give some favor to them. That's going to drop everybody else to 0, but that's okay, because I don't want them leaving. Come on, come on. Get back up to 1. Okay, I was cutting it very close there. I don't know if you saw that, but it was very close to having them abandon me. Okay, so we can unfavor them now. Okay, we've got more people we can pick up. Oh, we finished our packs of crops. Excellent. So we can actually turn that off and kick her out and have another person available to actually work some of these buildings. So let's turn that in. We get 4 people, 4 random people, +1 to grain production and some parts. And of course we get a reputation point, and when you get reputation points, the queen's impatience goes down, so we have more time before the end of the game. We get some more people. Let's take the beavers and the people. We want this more. I'm going to have a lot of mouths to feed in this one. I'm going to have to be careful. Gain 1 ancient tablet for every 2 completed glade events. All recipes that use metal or ore, we don't really do that in this one. Wood cutting is easier. Woodcutter's production is 40% quicker. Oh boy, that would be... That's going to be more lumber than we're going to know what to do with, to be honest. Could Could re-roll. Let's re-roll. 2 amber for every 6 trade goods. Gain 10 amber every time a villager dies. Herb and root production is increased by 1 for every 75 biscuits produced. Now we're going to be building biscuits soon, so let's grab that one. Looks like we're also going to have some homelessness, so let's go ahead and take a look here. We need a harpy house or 2. If we build them, then they can move from the regular shelters into the better ones, and they like that more. We need a beaver house or 2. And we need a human house or 2. Let's just do 2. And it'll take them a long time to build those because we have quite a few planks are going to be required, but that's okay. So let's slap somebody in here. We really are going to run out of food soon if we don't get some meat production up and running. Where's that scavenger camp? Let's get you actually a second person in there. Stonecutter, no. Harvester? Plant fibers, no. Anybody else? Carpenters, fine. Leather workers chugging away. I might up that to 30. And we might build another farm down here, actually, as soon as we cut through there. What's my other woodcutter doing? Nothing, actually. I think about cutting into this glade next, actually. So let's tell it to cut all the way to that last tree. Okay, so we have here some sea marrow deposits, large ones, tons of, so we'll never run out of this for the rest of the game, basically. We have more meat, more sea marrow. So this is an oil, basically a fuel we can use in the fire, which is fantastic. Okay, and then we got a hidden cemetery. Cemetery full of traitors killed by desperate viceroys. What drove them to commit such heinous crimes? Was it out of greed or necessity? So in 10 minutes, we will get tit for tat. All your goods are worth 50% less to traders if we don't solve this. And we get 1 impatience point. To beat it, we need to pump... Well, see, this is why resin is nice. Is because we can put... These are like kind of medium level goods. These are advanced-ish. But resin, we just get that for free out of the tree. So this will be easy. The working effect is a 30 hostility every 60 seconds. So this meter here, we're at hostility 2, will go up 30 points. So we're at 94 out of 100. This will go up 30 points every 60 seconds while we're working on this. So as this goes up, it'll make people more and more unhappy. So we really want to solve this now while we're in clearance, drizzle and clearance, and then before we get to the storm, where we're not going to be able to handle the problems we get from that. So do we want a reputation point or 3 incense for every 10 roots produced? We get a huge bonus for roots, so I think I'm going to go with that one for now, and then after this one, we'll probably start farming reputation points so we can actually win. So let's slap a couple people in there and tell them to investigate. Now let's get you down here. Oops, saving. And then let's zoom in here and get these trees. Just clear the ones that are kind of around the farm area. I think we need that one. Might want these two. And there's a nice road spot right here. Actually, you know what? Might do this all in stone. How much do we have? 14 stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 2 stone left for something. That farm would be good. This farm is good. Let's just do 2 right there. So our morale is trending upwards as we are building specialized houses for people. Harpies are only at 9, which is not great. We're going to need to find some more permanent solution for their happiness, like the biscuits. fact, how are we doing on people? We can actually start setting these up. I don't need to worry about the oil, so I'm going to turn that off. The flour, definitely, is told to use grain only and not roots, because we can eat the roots, we can't eat the grain. And then we don't want luxury goods right now, I don't think. No. So let's set a limit on this of like 45 grain, so don't go completely crazy with that. And the beavers like working here, so let's put a couple beavers in there. That'll actually raise their morale a little bit, maybe not. And then in here, we want to make coats. Do these guys like coats? No, they don't. That's unfortunate. But they like coats. So let's use the fabric for the coats. Let's set a limit of 30 coats. And this is a harpy specialty. So let's find ourselves a harpy to work in here. Making coats. Pigment, I'm going to turn that off for now. That's definitely useful. Barrels, I think we're getting barrels for free somehow. Yeah, every time we make planks, we get a few barrels for free. So we're just going to leave that off. I don't need the barrels, but I do want the coats. So we'll just leave her in there to just chug away on the coats. That'll raise morale. And then now down here in the bakery, we're going to set up... we don't have that specialization. That's lizards. Lizards like working in hot buildings. So let's put a couple people in here. We're going to make not pottery, but we're going to make pies and biscuits with the flour once we get it. So herbs, we don't have herbs, but we're just going to tell them to use all three of those if we have them. Same here. We can make pies. We can make like meat pies, egg, insects, herbs, and berries. I'm just going to turn everything on. No, let's turn these off, so it'll only use these, and this one will only use the plants. And that's a more efficient food. So if we use 3 roots to make 10 biscuits, that's a better food, and we just made like 2.5 times as much food. Sorry, no, more than 3 times as much food out of that. But we'll also set a limit here. We don't want a completely crazy amount of food in the inventory, because then we may run out of basic ingredients that we may have wanted for something else, possibly. So let's do that. So again, we're waiting for the brewery so we can get the tavern. Hopefully we get that. If we don't, I am gonna have to find some other solution. We're running out of planks like all the time here. These guys have a lot in the inventory though. Let's just tell them to deliver that. So they're working away on this. Our hostility's going up, our morale's going down from that. We need to get this solved. Probably go ahead and build a road into this area. That's the farm area going down here. Pretty good, pretty good. We're definitely going to need more food. Let's just cut most of the way towards that. Can't tell if there's any more farm in there. Let's see how we're doing up here. We're about ready to cut into another glade because this one was pretty easy. Didn't really require much, but it would be a little dangerous, but I think I'll go ahead and do it just for expediency. Get that going. Maybe set up some roads. Roads here. The other thing we can do is upgrade our hearth again. We have, if we put 4 more comfort and 4 aesthetic decorations, we can upgrade this. So let's just plop them down right here. Let's get some lovely benches and a night fern and a flower bed. And then we got to repeat that process somewhere else. Let's just go right here. Some lovely benches. Get a bush. Actually, you know what? Let's get a lamp. And a bush. There we go. So once those are done, this will upgrade and lower the hostility, I think, again. Okay, we've cut into another hearth. Aha, the bubbling cauldron guy. All right, so if this one's not dealt with, it will destroy all planted crops in farm fields and -8 to global resolve until it's solved. So every 10 minutes, we'll just keep getting worse and worse. This is corrupting all of our food in our whole, like on the whole map. While we're working, food production is 70% slower. And that's 4 minutes. So we are a little low on food right now. Planting is 30% faster. I actually don't really need that. I think I'm just going to go with this, the money and the rep. And let's slap a couple people in there and go deal with it. Doesn't require resources. It's just going to make things a little slower while it's going. But we are getting perilously low on food. Where are all of our builders? They're really busy with stuff. Roads. Yeah. And then once we get these farms built, we want probably another small farm for more flour and like actual vegetables. So now they're waiting on grain, which is coming from... Wait, how are you guys out of grain already? Guess they just used it all up that quickly. That's crazy. Did they finish that event? They did. They finished the event, so our hostility went back down. We got rid of the debuff. So like this one down here from this cauldron, this will go away once this is done. We're just going to work on that. We also have an apothecary. This makes cosmetics, incense, and biscuits. It actually makes biscuits... We have that level of it, but it might be nice to be able to make cosmetics for our harpies because they're pretty upset with us. So we might actually send somebody in there to do that. We don't need to hurry. There's no like penalty. So we'll just let one person do it. It'll take her a while, but it doesn't really matter. So woodcutter. So I don't care about that tree, actually. I'm going to chop down a little bit of this area. So we're in clearance, so we're getting a lot of harvesting, which is great. We harvest tons of grain. Which we really need so this building can get back to work. I don't want to tell them to force delivery because I want them to harvest as much of this before the storm hits as possible, or else it's lost. I've got to be getting close to a trader arriving. 1 second. There we go. Okay, so he sells... We've got a fair amount of money. 20 is not bad. We could buy cosmetics. What can we sell to him? We buy sea marrow. We have a lot of that. We're not really going to use this copper. And he's got scouts can open chests faster. +2 to scrolls production. 10% chance of producing double yield under the effects of education. And +1 to fabric production. I'll buy that. You just click on it, it'll spend your money. Because we're making a lot of coats, which keeps the harpies happy. Nope, doesn't make the harpies happy, but it makes these two groups happy here. Actually, where is our coat maker, and why aren't they making coats? You're taking a break instead of delivering? Why are you doing that? Great. Okay, so what else do we want to sell or buy? I might want to buy some... It's used at the bathhouse, the holy market, and the market, which we don't have. So even if we had the cosmetics, we can't use them to improve our harpies' lives. The other thing I might want to do is sell some of this stuff just for amber. Just so when the next trader comes, we can buy blueprints and stuff from them. Actually, we've got tons of this stuff on our map. I'm going to keep that. Ancient tablets are sought after by the queen herself for quests sometimes. Might sell a few planks. I think that'll do it. Oh, here, this is, we can save 1 plank exactly. There we go. So we'll just hang on to that. He didn't have what we wanted, but that's okay. Well, I know you guys need grain, but we're waiting on it to be delivered. Gosh, are you guys delivering? Yeah, they're delivering some stuff. Yeah, it was immediately disappeared and it went into this building. So they're making some flour. This guy's getting grain. There we go. So once we get all that flour, we'll have 20 flour. And then we can make a fair bit of, we can make about 30 pieces of food out of that 30 flour. Or 20 flour, sorry. So I'm not going to open this up yet. Yeah, that's a forbidden glade. Yeah, and in fact, I'm going to move the woodcutter away because I do not want them accidentally opening that right now. That's terrible. Terrible idea. There's a couple small glades here. Let's actually head on over and get, like, this little area. And I'll stick the woodcutter in there and then just carve this out. This situation was resolved peaceably. Almost got our apothecary. Produces incense and cosmetics. We've got 10 harpies, so we can actually build one more harpy house. So we're in storm, so the harpies are going to trend down negative again. Almost for sure. Yeah, minus 2. We've got to pick more orders here. Have at least 16 harpies. We've got 10. I don't want 16 harpies. This is have a bunch of wood and provisions. This one gives us 20 tools, though. I think we can make trade goods and luxury goods. Let me take a look. There's luxury. Does anybody make trade goods? I think we've built all of this stuff. We haven't built the scribe to make scrolls. Luxury. We don't make trade goods. Be good if we did. But I don't think we're going to be able to do that quest. So we better pick this one. See, a lot of times the quests have difficulties. Like this one is kind of hard, so it gives you these really nice permanent bonuses. This one is kind of difficult because you need special buildings and a lot of resources, and it gives you a lot of tools and money. Like a lot. And this one's the easiest one. It gives me... I mean, these are useful, but I've never run out of parts, to be honest. I actually don't want 4 more people is the only problem. Maybe I shouldn't pick this yet until I finish opening one more glade and see what I get from the next blueprint. old bee and take a look. We've got plenty of food to scavenge. Food is going up right now, which is great. We also have a lot of farm here we can work on. We'll get one of these woodcutters in there soon to clear that area out. Harpies are trending down, so we can pump them up, and these guys are happy enough that they won't go negative with that, which is really quite nice. Come on, chop down that tree. About to the next drizzle. What's our food going? We have a little tiny bit of advanced food. People will eat that pretty quickly because it's obviously a lot better than random roots you found in the forest. There we go. Let's get these glades chopped through. We want... take that. Work safety guide. Every 5 villagers with the need for education fulfilled will increase global production speed. Lose all stored fuel but +1 wood production and protected trade. Hostility is reduced by 15 points every time you sell goods worth 25 amber. We'll take that one. We can sell a lot of goods if we want to and get our hostility down. So we're at 3 now. Minus 15 would pump us back down to 2, which would be great. 8 minutes before the next trader arrives, though. Oh, we never assigned any people in this farm. Whoops. Hurry up and get that going. Why aren't you making coats? I'm going to put another harpy in there. You guys are not making coats fast enough. Taking breaks. I don't know why you're doing that. Oh, we need to end this episode. I'm way over. I get too excited about playing this game. I love this game. Okay, so we're going to call this episode. I've completely stopped paying attention in how long we've been in this episode. So let's stop this episode here. I want to thank everybody for watching up this tutorial series. And at this point, it's just kind of more just gameplay with heavy explaining. But hopefully that's still really helpful to people. So I'm going to call this episode here. Oh, we just finished a quest. Okay, let's do that on the next one. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content like this. Let's plays, reviews, tutorials, all that kind of good stuff. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you again for watching.